So, yeah, I'm not gonna be up here. This is my last post for the day. It's gotta be spirit. But so we are transitioning, or we're not transitioning. We're in the month of February. And in the month of February, they give us, a month or whatever, Black History Month and everything. Y'all don't be distracted right now. Do not be distracted right now. Some of the kind of original traditional energies of the energies and spirits of the kind of known, maybe they're unknown to you, I don't know, but known leaders are speaking right now. I'm getting like downloads coming in and confirmation coming in that they are kind of alerting us. They are, trying to push us. They're trying to bring in new leaders. I just did a reading yesterday about Emmett Till, and not only Emmett Till, but a lot of the old leaders are coming forward, are moving forward, and they are literally pushing like energy to bring forth new leaders that are gonna overcome tremendous things. And this is not to hold on to the energy of slavery. This is far beyond. They're called like ancient leaders. And I just heard scholars are coming through. And how I know this is because I tried my best to pay attention to the signs that are around me. And I pay attention to names, and the meanings of names. And oh, so Emmett Till came through, and I did that reading yesterday. And within his reading yesterday, Satchel Paige came through. Of course, we know Martin Luther King. He came through. Um, this morning, I got the energy of like Michael Jackson energy, and the song is it what's the song? I can't. It's about the earth. I can't think about the earth. And then I got they don't really care about us energy. And then literally just talking to this man that came in. He came in looking for something now. He came in looking for um, something that was lost, and that's significant. That's significant. Something that was lost. That's very significant. And his name was Booker T. I kid you not, Booker T. It's significant. It's significant. If y'all know who Booker T. Washington is, it's significant. He asked me. He literally just asked me. He was like, do you, what did he say? Do you do like poetry or something like that? And I was like, I'm inspiring. And I told him like I write and I have poetry and everything, but I keep that part of me hidden. And so, but Booker T, skip that anyway. But Booker T, Booker T Washington, and there's so many that are going to be coming through. Pay attention to the signs that are around you. You'll meet people with familiar names from leaders in the past, scholars, writers, authors, historians, musicians, athletes, just people in the past that kind of stood for something. You know what I mean? They stood for something. Um, yeah, I just had to put that. So just pay attention, y'all. 224 is significant. 2442 is significant. just pay attention, y'all. This month is going to be a highly energetic month where our ancient ancestors are going to be trying. They are going to be communicating with us. So pay attention to your signs, y'all. This year, this year, this month, while we're in this Leo new moon, it's highly energetic. It's a spiritual time right now. We're in, once again, age of Aquarius. We're getting more and more spiritual information, not just general information, generalized information or anything. We're tapping into a more spiritual, informative time. Pay attention to the signs, y'all. What's going on, y'all? So let me just dive right into it. So I did a video a few videos back. If you look at my TikTok page, I did a few videos back where I was saying, and forgive me because this is like I got the confirmation. Now I'm speaking about it, so I don't have every thought together, so forgive me. But I did a video about how ancestors like civil rights leaders, ancient ancestors, speakers, teachers, athletes, historians, all types of different ancestors, the most popular ones that we may have learned in elementary school, but even other ancestors, those that they don't even talk about, those they don't even want us to discuss. All types of ancestors are showing themselves um, a lot, a lot more than normal. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if this, no, okay, it's not just me, okay. It's not just me. They want you to be very, very watchful and discerning, watchful here, tap in here so that you can hear, tap in here so that you can see, tap in here so that you'll be able to speak certain things that is trying to, that they're trying to show to you, right? So I made a whole video about this. It's not a long video, but it was a download that I was getting as it was coming to me after some confirmation, just like now. And I'm here to, remind you, as I just made a video about being reminded. It's time to get in position. It's time to get in position. Me speaking right now, me coming to you all right now, is me being in position. Whether you feel like I'm the one that should be conveying this message or not, I'm in my position because I am putting out reminders. I am poking at your spirit to get you, in alignment, just like others have poked at my spirit to get me in alignment. But this, anyway. So cooking, doing what I do around the house, preparing dinner and everything for my girls. I you know, actually I was done cooking. I ended up starting to clean up or whatever. We had already ate and everything. Just doing what I do in mommy mode. And I get this notification on my phone, and I'm gonna post it right here. This notification right here. And so got the notification, and usually when I get certain notifications that's not really, for me, you know what I mean, I just clear it out. But something was like, look at that, you know what I mean, tap into that, sit with that, you know what I mean. And I'm like, Okay. And it was of a name. And I've spoken about, which I need to make a full video, I kind of redo it, but about name meanings and how it could be a sign from your spirit team, Most High. You know what I mean? Just your spirit team that you rock with. And so the name that was in the notification was Crispus. And I'm like, huh, Crispus Attucks, right? And I'm like, okay, come through. And I instantly, when I seen it, I'm getting ready to like look up the name meaning, but it was like, nah, it ain't the name meaning. It's the ancestor. And I was like, okay, this is the ancestor for real. Okay, yeah. And so I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I ain't thought about, and forgive me, ancestor, right now as I say this, but I ain't thought about Crispus Attucks since elementary, so I didn't remember, everything that, he did. But I knew he was like, you know, more he was older and more ancient than, your Martin Luther Kings, your Malcolm X's, you know what I mean? I knew he was older than that, but I couldn't, pinpoint exactly, all that he did. And so I look him up, um, and I'm gonna just look at, what I got here. I look him up. He was born in the 1700s, 1723. And one thing that stood out that I didn't know was that he was native. He was Native American. So instantly, Spirit was like, speak on it. He was Native American. He was a sailor and a whaler, a dock worker, and he was killed in the Boston Massacre. He was most known for being a revolutionary. Um, Being a revolutionary, he led the American Revolution from 1765 to 1789. One of the things that I mentioned in my videos before, I think it was two different videos that I did that particular day, but I mentioned how I did a channel message about, or a channel message for Emmett Till, and through that message that new leaders need to rise and get in position, like with the falling of old leaders, with the exposing of old leaders, and then those that were actually actual leaders of integrity, leaders of moral and value, while those leaders are no longer with us, are, kind of transition, are passing the baton, other leaders need to rise. So you got fallen leaders that was never really leaders in the first place, you know what I mean, that are being exposed, and justice is, like I mentioned before, a swift justice across the nation is happening right now. And then did a reading on that as well, like years ago, did a reading on that. Couple different readings about justice and exposures and everything. But as leaders fall, and as leaders pass the baton, leaders with integrity, moral value, authenticity are going to need to get in position. And so Crispus Attucks is coming through to, as a reminder of the same energy, be revolutionary, be on your mark, take heed, answer the call, um, yeah, answer the call. Um, One thing that stood out the most is that he died at age 47. And if anybody, been rocking with me, from I don't know how long, from the time from when I was on Facebook for real, up until now, y'all know that's my number. And when I saw that he was 47, I knew it was the ancestor speaking and telling me to get on here and say what needs to be said, and listen to my call. So, once again, I don't know who needs to hear this. On your mark. I don't know who this is for and who needs to hear this, but if you got something to say, if you got something to do, you know what it is that you know what your calling is. You know what you are here to do. You know that what you have instilled in you is revolutionary. Is spirit led, and it's something that will make true change, positive change. Get on your mark, play your position. Are those that are playing your position with integrity and moral and a real, true, solid foundation and authenticity? Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, and be watchful. There are signs of the ancestors. There are signs of the late greats, leaders, and even those that wasn't great leaders that want to do over. You know what I mean? And see that they didn't necessarily lead with integrity and things like that. There are spirits. There are old ancient ancestors that want to right their wrongs, and they want to correct their wrongdoings through us. Through us. I don't know how you if you rock with that or not, but it's a thing. It's a thing. It's a whole thing. I ain't gonna be up here that long, but that's all I got to say. Um, said. But if you don't know the ins and out of Crispus Attucks, tap in, look into it. Um, African Native American blood. Led the Revolutionary War. Died in the Boston Massacre. He rocked with like the abolitionists and things like that. Um, that's it. That's all. Peace, y'all. Happy sunshine. Love naturally.